All right, welcome everybody to another Path of Exile video. Me and the one, the only Archive Esoterica. You've seen him on the Simply Divine podcast twice now. Going to be a third time probably if we do a more in depth chat about the patch notes afterwards. Maybe we'll do it after the tavern talk with Ghazi and DM where they're going to be talking to the devs. Maybe we'll get some extra juice there from the devs. So we'll have more to talk about after that.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
but yeah, we're gonna be reading the patch notes, hot off the presses, not insanely hot, you know. Um, they've been out for they've been out for like an hour and a half, but I had to shower and get home from work at my job. Um, Not
Mm.
like any of the other streamers would know anything about that. They just reacted the moment it came up. Imagine. Anyway. Woe is me. All right,
Yeah,
chat.
get reading, Chud.
Let's get into it. All right, so oh my god, you can wait. You can start in a fresh new economy with this league?
Wow.
Oh my god. I
Oh
mean, there's so
wow.
much to talk about and
Verisium.
unpack there, but I mean, we'll have to come back to that later. All right, each area in the Runes of Alder League, you will find a remnant which allows you to create. See, I feel like these are like the notes for Runes of Alder League are like kind of like, yeah, okay, but like I have to like see it
13,
and feel it and play it,
13 new alloy currency items, which can be unlocked through remnant encounters after completing Pharaoh's quest in Act 2. These items add various new crafted modifiers to items by replacing existing modifiers similar to perfect essences. We do enjoy our perfect essences.
Oh, really? You unlock Verisium reforging in Act 1. Oh, so very
Yeah.
early. I did not know that. So you get. I'm assuming item level and 55 get runic ward with no downside. Wow. Be able
Yeah.
to absolutely drool my way through the entire campaign.
Make the
Poggers.
campaign easier. Maybe less people will be begging for Jamin Raw kills.
Oh.
Who knows?
Um. Okay. Uh. Yeah, new defense runic ward. A defense that kicks in after 1 life, so it gives you basically a health bar under your health bar. 13 ancient runes. Which can be unlocked and crafted by remnant encounters after completing Pharaoh's Quest in Act 4. Powerful bonuses specific to each weapon type.
Wow.
13 mythical early game
Mythical
runes.
early game runes.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
That can be crafted from remnant encounters to provide significant boost to level 15 plus characters.
Well, it
Early
seems
game,
less early
15
game.
plus. I mean,
Yeah, I'm basically already mapping at that point.
Honestly, I mean, I'm gonna be speedrunning. I'll be able to be level 15 when I'm fighting that shark boss in Act 4. Added 3 fluxes. Yeah, bro, whatever the hell that actually means. Which can be crafted from remnants to transform the resistances on your items from one element to another.
Whoa, that's really good, dude. So, yeah, if you
Nah.
get like a ring, no, that's so fucking good. Cause I encounter that all the time when I'm gearing. That I'm like, you ever like put on some pretty damn good gear that you like crafted, or you picked up off the ground and you have like 106 lightning res, and you're like, well, hold on a minute.
Yeah, I don't need this.
I only need the 75. So if you rolled like a 30% lightning on something, you could just change it to like fire if you're lacking there, or
That is pretty good.
That's really useful.
I wonder how you craft them. Whether it's going to be like a difficult.
It says crafted from remnants, so it's the league mechanic itself. It'll be one of the options as a reward.
On like the big rocks. Is that what they are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Added 15 meta crafting runes that can be crafted from remnants. Pretty neat.
There's so many recipes.
Wait, are those the 15 Calguran skills? Oh wait, these are the Calguran skills.
No.
So no. Meta crafting rune.
Holy
oh,
shit,
these
we
are
gotta
new
read
runes.
some names here.
That's right. Here are the runes.
Yeah.
And then so there's 15 meta crafting runes that can be crafted from remnants, whatever that means. Added 60 plus runes that can be created or destroyed using by by destroying a unique to make the rune that gains stats that gains some of its properties. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So 60 plus of the new 160 runes that they're adding are like specifically for this whole like take a thingy off unique. So
Yeah.
definitely not as like crazy as people were trying to make it out to be.
MS
Um,
Exchange. Bitter Dead. Conductive runes. Detonate
Okay.
Living. Eternal
Detonate
March.
Living. I don't even do that. Frostflame Nova. We saw
Probably
that one.
kills
It's
living
like
minions.
it's like the thingy that does the stuff.
Skyfall. Ooh.
Skyfall that just crashes your game.
Hmm. Very interested.
Yeah.
Great names. Don't know what they do yet though.
Yeah, it honestly means nothing to me until I know what they do. I'm like, oh wow, Animus Splinters. All right. At 8 Calgurn supports. See, I was wondering if they were also going to do supports that could be crafted from remnants.
Concussive runes has to be like stun buildup, right? Like that feels like such a duh.
What if it's and it says runes? What if it's like you have additional stun buildup on whatever ability you slot it into based on how many runes you have socketed into your gear? That'd be very interesting. And
It
and
could be,
and
yeah. Forged
it would be really
blades.
good for the new monk ascendancy, which has like four additional rune slots
5.
just on your body yada yada.
5.
Yeah,
You have
so
helm, gloves, boots, and 2 chest.
I want healing runes to completely remove the damage from a skill and make it so that whenever you hit a
Mm,
friend with it or hit an ally with it, it heals them.
yeah.
Not
I
going to be
don't
what
know. I'm
happens
not
there.
sure.
Expedition Remnants has been changed to the Remnants has been changed into the Remnants from the Runes of Elder
That's
League.
such a buff to expedition. Because remnants is the system that you're using to get all these new runes and all this other nonsense. So
Yeah,
now expedition will basically let you double down into the new league mechanic.
yeah. I mean, it says they've been changed into the Remnants. So whatever Remnants Expedition had before were poop butt because nobody likes that mechanic. Um, new
Well,
end
because
game.
they were just what the rares were in expedition.
Uh uh
Okay.
New end game story. Boat League. We got a boat league. You can ride a boat. There's now a hub area called the Ruins of King's March. I like that all the um expeditions have like a hub area. Like the hub for
Yeah.
like Breach has the tree,
Yeah.
whatnot. Um
The
New
hub.
islands, grand expeditions. Underground areas. See, underground areas they look pretty. They look pretty cool. I was listening to. I can't remember what I was listening to. Talking to Try. I think maybe he was interviewing somebody.
Talkative Try and his brother.
Yeah. Where it was like they could have like a whole, like basically an Atlas map under the Atlas map, where there's like underground, a whole like underground area. I wonder, like, I think that'd actually be really cool if they save that idea and use it for Delve. Like the way you go to
Mm.
Delve is you go to your Atlas map and then you go to like the Underdark or something, and then it's like basically opens the Atlas under the Atlas map, and that is where you go to the Delve location. Islands. Medved Vorana the Uthred join Olarath as 4 faction leaders available
Yeah.
to fight on islands that you can discover in the ocean. Super.
Mm-hmm.
Defeating Orloth give you the key. You can access the new pinnacle boss of the Runes of Alder. I think that's probably like the big spider out soon. Whatever is in that like meteor. The new Runes of Alder Challenge League includes the first set of challenges in Path of Exile 2. Yippee! Includes the armor set. See, I really like that they're doing like just one
They also give
armor
you a
set.
statue
Oh wow.
if you get all 8, so you can put in your hideout, and it's like a bragging, like a trophy room.
Yeah. When the ladies see my my Runes of Alder armor set statue, the panties, they drop instantly.
Yeah.
Um, from the first challenge onwards, and for every challenge after that, receive pieces of the Rune of Alder token decoration near your hideout totem pole. Yeah, okay, so that's what you're just saying. Your old characters from the early access launch are still present, but free passage tree refund has been granted. Okay. Nobody cares about base or like whatever it's called. Not in league.
Standard.
Standard. With a 0.5 lead, there are standard, hardcore, and solo self-found variations of the Rune of Elder League. Same core mechanics. Hardcore. Yeah. I wonder if we should like, because we're basically, you can't do solo self-found and be in a party. So we're doing like duo self-found, at least for like a long time. I wonder, because you can just continue in standard anyway. Maybe we should try hardcore and add a little spice to it. You know, a little spice.
Isn't that really bad?
Well, if one of us dies, the other one will have to be like, "I," and then just kill himself.
Well, that seems lame.
Well, okay then.
Yeah. Hope you explode.
End game. The Atlas now has fixed points of interest at specific locations. I didn't it before. Oh no. Okay, yeah. They meant like the biomes for the league mechanics. All league mechanics on the Atlas now have quests that introduce the mechanic and guide you through its various stages to the Pinnacle boss. All Pinnacle bosses now have a quest version that can be accessed deterministically alongside repeatable non-quest versions that offer a greater challenge. Added 30 new endgame map areas. Pretty excited for the 30 new endgame map areas. And all that, you know, yeah. Endgame rework looking pretty juicy. Origins of Divinity, the new endgame storyline. Yep, it did the thing. Lore stuff. On completion of your first tower, fortress will arise from the earth. Maps inside the fortress grant one or more passive. Dear God, passive points for the Atlas passive tree. Or more. That's interesting. This entirely replaces the previous method of gaining Atlas points. The Atlas tree has been significantly expanded with over 300 nodes. After completing all the maps inside the fortress, you will gain enough passive points to fully allocate the Atlas tree. See, we were saying like, and I've been thinking this ever since like I watched the video of other content creators talking about it. I think it was the Path to Exile podcast. I ended up finishing like last week's video, and then I like watched the episode that they did today live. But they were talking about, because I didn't really realize that you couldn't get points for the Atlas tree just anywhere on any node. It's kind of like the fortress is where you gain the Atlas points. So there is no like, oh, I just hit late game. Let me dart to Abyss. I mean, you can do that if you want to farm endgame maps with 0 Atlas points attributed, which would just be like a massive waste of your chud time. So all the smart chung guy will be going directly for the first tower insight, and then directly for the fortress, and then for like whatever thing that they want to be proficient at first. Whatever mechanic they would like to do. As the entire Atlas tree is fully allocated. See, I'm also wondering because there's like 2 lines that go up the Atlas tree with like some things going towards the middle. Is kind of what it looked like. I wonder if you can like snake, like go to the left here and then go to the right and then go to the left and go to the right. Like eventually you're gonna have the whole thing completed. But like if I want to climb to like higher nodes as fast as possible, can I just go like straight up the tree and then like get all the other ones that are off to the side? That would I would assume that would be the case. I don't understand why I wouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, I was also gonna say, since it's tied to getting all of your nodes, I'm pretty sure it's going to be metered out. Like, I don't think it's going to be realistic that you can get all of your points like day 1 or 2 of endgame because
Oh no.
otherwise there is no snake like everyone's been excited for the concept of I'm going to go to Abyss first or I'm going to go to blah 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 first. But if you're leaving 300 nodes on the table or whatever the fuck to go do the thing, then there is no actual choice. Like you always do this first no matter what, and
Yeah.
then you get to actually start endgame. So I don't think it's going to be like that, and there's stuff like that already, like some of the like specific boss maps that you can find in even 0.4's endgame. I have one like at the start of my Atlas on my druid. It requires a level 6 waystone to enter.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming there's going to be sections of the like the quote unquote gates to new areas are going to have like this needs a level 9 waystone to enter or like whatever.
Yeah.
So that you can still like go off and do other shit.
That makes sense. That would probably be smart. Unless you can climb the levels of maps really quickly, which I think, I mean, in my experience, I can, but
It's
I might
pretty
have gotten
steady.
like luck.
No, I mean it's pretty steady. Like I've only done like 8 maps on my druid during the derust process and I'm up to tier 3. So like it climbs pretty quick.
I say. Um. Yeah. So many maps, unfortunately, have ancient modifiers that add or modify the contents of the map. Any maps with modifiers that add secondary content to the map also implicitly add that content to the map as well. Added 40 plus ancient modifiers. One thing I want to know about the map is like they said that they're limiting maps to 3 mechanics. So like if you put in like a different mechanic tablet, if you put in like a breach tablet, delirium tablet, and like an abyss tablet, you'll get all 3 of those. But like if you wanted to like super specialize into like a super breach map, then you put in 3 breaches. What I want to know is that if I put in a delirium, like if I put in a delirium tablet and a ritual tablet, sure, ritual tablet and a breach tablet, and then I go to an abyss map, does the abyss just not appear? Does it randomly overwrite one of my tablets? Because everyone's been talking about that, saying like, "Oh, 3 is the limit," but then like, but hypothetically, 4 should be the limit because what happens to the 4th thing if you're doing like specifically an atlas or an abyss map by the abyss on the big atlas map and you have 3 different tablets in? I don't know who the hell would do that. I think whenever you're probably doing the abyss area, you're going to want to like super juice abyss. But like, I wonder how that even works.
I mean it's
Uh,
probably just 4 is the secret actual limit on but I I don't think people are like considering that when they're talking about the concept. I think they're considering like a completely blank node that has nothing on it. Like you can bring 3 tablets.
I guess.
Whereas I think
Maybe I'm just the biggest thinker in the community. I'm the biggest
yeah,
thinker, the widest
yeah.
thinker.
Yeah, people should come to you for the thoughts.
Yeah, because I have the lumpiest brain.
Mhm.
Um, New precursor tower maps have been added outside the fortress. Yippee. Added 3 gateway maps with 2 new bosses that can be used to access different sections of the fortress. So I'm wondering if like these gateway maps that allow access to different sections are the ones that require like one requires a 6, one requires, well, I
That's
imagine like the
7.
highest 6 7, the highest one would probably be like, I don't know, like maybe requires waystone of like tier 15 or 16, and then one would be like 10, and then one would be like 6. I don't know. Or one would be like 11, one would be like 5. I don't know. Burning Monolith along with the Arbiter of Ash has been moved into the fortress. I think obviously that is a very good
Yippee.
change. So it's very easy to find them. Quest versions of the Crisis fragments have been accessed to 2 Enigma chambers inside the fortress. Sure, man. I added 2 new Citadel maps with new bosses that drop keys to the new Pinnacle boss. Added Arbiter of Divinity Pinnacle boss. Yeah, I'm gonna one shot him. I'm gonna bring the boom.
Yeah.
Apps
Bring
in
the
the
boom.
fortress can alternatively be completed by killing the Arbiter of Divinity 5 times. Ugh. To complete different sections of the fortress automatically in order to gain Atlas Tree points. What I want to know, right, is that are maps in the fortress going to be heavily juiced? Because I think this could be a noob trap where somebody tries to, like, where players try to like complete the fortress as fast as possible to get their Atlas Tree points, and then they go out into like the infinite Atlas, and then they do as many of the mechanics as they can find, and then like they kind of reach that point in the game sooner where like you've completed every main area of every mechanic and also completed the fortress, and now you're just like basically doing the same end game, except maybe sometimes like a little breach area will pop up or something. um yeah, I wonder if plus if you like
I
do
would
this and it
assume they
just
would just
deletes.
increase the frequency if that ends up being like a problem. That seems easy to fix.
Mm-hmm.
Like that you have to go very few maps without seeing like, oh, this is an Abusi area. Oh, this
Oh
is a breach area. Wow, this is a ritual area. Skip that one. But
yeah.
you know, I would just assume if you like slurp up all your content and then you're like, well, this is the same end game as 0.4, they might just make it a little more dense.
Then you're just a goober.
Okay.
um Alongside the Atlas tree, yeah, Masters of the Atlas, pretty neat. Master has 10 nodes, which 4 can be selected at the same time. Can change your selection anytime. All 3 masters can be allocated at the same time with quick select button. You have to change between which one before you run a map. Unlock each row of 3 nodes by performing a mission for the masters: Dorianath, Corruption, Nexus, Hilda's Hunting at a campsite slightly southwest of the starting location. Jaded Spycraft quest line by completing an anomaly map near the starting location. Now, anomaly maps are like a new thing, so we'll have to see what that means exactly. Um, Delirium. Now, I opened up my Twitch and immediately uh the the Zizarin stream that was like, because I follow him, started playing. And I think he was like on Delirium, and he got to like the bottom of it, and he was like, yeah, so this is just everything we already know for the most part. So I mean, well, we can kind of skim through these because there's still a lot of patch to go through.
Oh
Um,
yeah. Well, how about map bosses in Delirium will always be 100% delirious?
oh my god! All right. The
Yeah.
delirium, the damage and life bonus to monster delirium has been reduced. Oh, I'm gutted.
How dare they?
I'm
I
so
need
like it
I
kind
need
of
to get
seems
one
like
shot all the time.
we're like they're giving us ward in the campaign with no downside. They're reducing the damage and life bonuses given to delirium affected monsters.
Oh.
I and like the game was already like extremely like get into a boss room and then just like one tap them with your fart. So like I really hope that we are in for a nuclear level obliteration of our buttholes when it comes to like the balance section. I just hope we're all getting gutted um, to to match.
I think it's just gonna be a little less like dramatic. I mean, like, keep in mind that only applies to Delirium, which is like insanely famous for, you know, people having like mirror tier builds and doing a delirious map and getting one shot through their like 80% capped Ellie, and Ellie applies to armor and 4K life and fucking 75% chaos res, and all of these
No.
layered defense mechanics and then just getting one shot. So
No.
unless they up the amount of defenses we can get, nerfing damage slightly is like okay.
Yeah. No. All right.
Because it
So,
it creates this really big feast or famine cycle that, I mean, this is even like talked about today. If they're going to make defenses so shit that no matter what you do, eventually you will die because you cannot itemize to be tanky in this game, which is kind of currently how it is for the most part. You just create fub guns. Like,
oh hell yeah.
if you can't itemize to be a tank, you just always itemize to one shot the entire screen because that's the only way that you stay safe, is if everything's dead.
Sounds good.
So,
I'm just saying,
yeah,
like,
fair
all
enough.
this on top of the fact that we're getting this basically life bar under our life bar for no, like,
Yeah,
there's
but
no
they've
downside to
also,
doing that. So it's just like
oh,
it.
there's a major downside. They said after level 55, it's not just like additive. It's like you're gonna do it to an armor item and it'll take some of the armor away to give you
Okay.
runic ward or like things like that. So,
I'll just have to balance it well. Um, so rather than 5 new elite delirium monsters, the new sub area for this is Lonesome Mire. It's where you go to get ammo base types that um, can grant 2 instilled notables. Those will be very useful if they roll well. Liquid emotions can now be used to craft additional mods to jewels.
most expensive shit in
Yippee!
the game, by the way.
These
Fucking
work
liquid emotions.
similarly to greater essences, each having a set of specific mods that replace a random existing mod on the island item. Completing delirium mirrors now has a chance to spawn great mirrors ahead of it. Yeah. Um, Retrieving the Tower of Madness, the fog will spread from a map if you're choosing to the atlas, including a locked one. And the delirious starting at 10%, killing rare monsters in the back, and it increases the deliriousness of the map and the fog. All reaching 100% of the simulacrum will be available. Deliriousness can continue to be increased up to 200% delirious. I'll
I'm
be
trying
doing
to be
that at level
delirious.
15. Rare and unique monsters and delirious maps have new unique delirious modifiers, giving them strange new abilities. Whoa! Map bosses of delirious maps can additionally drop a set of 3 potent emotions that can be used to craft new powerful modifiers on jewels that are not
Oh
available in the
shit.
normal jewel mod pool. These emotions can also be used to instill a set of 16 new passive tree notables that are not normally available on the passive tree. Oh,
Oh
secret notables
shit.
only available through emotions is pretty cool. They're instilling.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I like you.
Simulacrum has been updated and is now a 7-wave encounter. Honestly, I love that. I
A
just
little less grindy.
yeah, I just didn't like the like, oh, you did it and you beat this room and now walk a few feet over to this room and then like, oh, you did it and then like walk over here and then like, oh, you did it and walk over here and there was like 15 damn rooms. It's like, oh my god, get it, fucking break. So now 7-wave encounter. It's pretty nice. I like wave based wave type things. I know that they're also doing that with Breach, which odd that they're doing it with 2 different mechanics, kind of the same thing. But they're also doing that with Breach at like the high end or wherever the hell it is. We'll get to it, but pretty neat. I'm an enjoyer of that. It makes me think of the good old days of prime farming in Warframe, where you're
Warframe.
playing survival
Yeah.
mode, where you can extract or keep going for more. Now
When
they
that
just need
game
to
was
add that.
good.
That's true. Um, completing a simulacrum will now give you a key to face a new Delirium Pinnacle boss. Now a set of 10 ancient emotions that can drop if unlocked by the Atlas tree, which can be used to craft Time Loft jewels. There are now 3 ancient potent emotions that can be used to craft new powerful modifiers and Time Lost jewels that are not normally available in the mod pool. Okay, so mods that don't exist normally as well. Some non-amulet delirium. I mean, if some of these emotions are like good for like tons of things, are like really good at making like
That's
the new
insane.
time loss thing. Like it's gonna be crazy.
Hey, yo, bro, read that last line.
Some non-amulet delirium uniques now drop with the Raven Touched modifier, allowing them to be instilled. It's pretty neat. So
You can instill your fucking Raven staff, your fucking Raven flock.
I'm going to,
That's just bonus instilling. Like
yeah,
if you have an amulet that has double instill, and then you have a delirium unique that is usable
my pants
that
are
you can instill.
instilled with big cock.
How can how far does that go? Can you get a like can you get a voices with 4 jewel slots that has an instill slot on it? Like how expensive would that jewel be in theory?
Pretty good, I would assume. I would assume it'd be okay. I'd sell it for at least one chaos.
Yeah,
Um,
at least.
New hub area on Keeper South of your starting location on the Atlas maps around this location contain breach encounters. Breach Atlas Passive Tree completely revamped with menu new nodes. Existing nodes changed. Starting a breach monster has progress bar that indicates how long you have the breach. I really like that it has a progress bar. Just nice visual. Reaching 100 because like right now it's like I feel like when I'm doing a breach, and I said this in my reaction to like the 7-minute trailer that they put out yesterday, but I really feel like it's just like a feels thing. Like you open a breach and then like it's gonna close at some point, so I'm just like gonna kill as many dudes as I can. But now showing like a progress bar, seeing like if you actually completed the breach, will be cool. So I just like that addition. Um, Reaching 100% of this bar will give you a new mechanic, a stabilized breach. Seeing there's actually a buff to 100%ing it. Stabilized breach will spawn new challenges at its starting point. New boss to stabilized breach, Varun and Marshal of Jetst. Added new crafting system, the Genesis tree. New. These guys. Genesis tree allows consuming of womb gifts and hive blood to create rings, amulets, belts, and currency. I was also saying, like, what do you mean create currency? Like, is it going to be like, are you
Divines.
actually going to be able to let us, or actually let us make like divines and shit and like perfect
I would
currencies
say
in the
it's
late
really
game?
high likelihood. Yeah. They did it in PoE 1 and like yeah, this Genesis tree is going to be weaker, but I think the devs are very like in touch with the reality of their game, and if you can't get divines with the currency branch, they might as well have not added it because people aren't going to do it for just like
Yeah.
exalts. So I think they already knew that when they made it. So you're not going to print like a divine every time you get it, but you'll probably like towards the end
It'll be
of
like a
the
percent
currency
chance.
branch, you can increase it to be
Yeah.
like pretty damn likely.
Nodes on the. I mean, I just want to make a mirror. I just want to craft a mirror real quick with my Genesis tree.
Oh, okay.
Nodes on the Genesis tree can be allocated to affect which items will be crafted. New nodes are unlocked by using Woomba gifts. 6 new ring base types. I thought that was pretty cool. They're adding a lot new base types. Very cool. All exclusively crafted from the Genesis tree. Added a new set of caster and minion mods that can be crafted onto rings and belts using the Genesis tree. Catalysts no longer drop from monsters. They're now solely obtained from Genesis tree.
Wah.
Um, yeah. Added a new set of 12 catalysts that can add new quality modifiers to jewels. Killing monsters in a branch now drops high blood and wound gifts and breachstone splinters. Breachstone splinters turn into special wound gift fully stacked. This can be turned in the Genesis tree to create a breachstone. The breach domains now spawn at the Atlas. Using a breachstone will reveal the maps inside the domain, allowing you to enter them. Maps inside the breach domain contain new encounters. Breach hives, sky fortresses. Breach hives have a series of walls that can be burned down by using them. Each wall destroy will increase the number of monsters in the encounter will be started from, which can be started in the center. Sky hives are a new area which the breach lords have constructed. They will have to assail. Sky hives contain a challenging multi-wave encounter. I think it was like up to like 21. Like, was it 21 in that video?
28.
God damn. Literally all I said was that like I hope it's not one of those things where it's like, we beat the wave, time to jerk off for a minute because they had to like make a set amount of time that it would like start, but they had to account for like slow builds and new players. So I really hope it's like the moment you're down to like the final like maybe 5 dudes in a wave, the next one just automatically starts. So like if you're a blaster and you're like late in your build, you can just keep zooming through it and get the waves done fast. Because 28 waves is gonna be a chore if they're each like, and they each have a set duration of 5 minutes. Damn! I'll be here for 3.5 hours. So obviously, I don't think they're going to do that. But
No,
yeah,
these are good devs.
Yeah. Well, if they would have added swords, obviously, because like if they don't add
No
swords,
swords.
they're just awful devs. Guys,
Yeah.
I'm joking. All right, ritual. Okay, honestly, I kind of wanted to make a video about this. But ritual is probably one of like easily my favorite, like one of my favorite or like my new favorite mechanic now. At least like before the actual gameplay starts, just because there's like, I think there's a lot of cool things that they added in ritual, which we'll get to. There's a new habit called Care Tarth. Hello there, Sierra Tarth.
It's Scottish.
To the west of your starting point in the atlas, the maps are one of them, which I don't know if they're actually going to show it. I don't think that they are here. But whenever you complete a ritual, oh yeah, Locust will point its way to the next altar. Yeah, so they added that quality of life even to the late game rituals, which is really really nice. Because I always thought that was like my least favorite part about the rituals, is that it's like it's not just one mechanic like all the other ones are, or like, I mean, Abyss can spawn multiple abysses, but they like the abyss naturally spreads out, so you kind of like explore the world. It's like you get to a ritual and it's like, okay, I did it, now I have to like hunt and scour for like the next ones. Anyway, the ritual atlas passive tree has been completely revamped with new nodes. All items in the endgame ritual reward screen are now either uniques or omens. It's gonna be pretty cool. I mean, I think honestly the only problem is if they don't balance this right. Like you have to be able to at least realistically find a decent number of like tier 1 uniques and good omens, or else ritual is going to be far less valuable than like what we read out of
My base
Breach
assumption
and
would be
Delirium.
that omens are a lot more common than uniques. Like the good omens will be a lot more easy to acquire than like a headhunter or something.
Yeah.
Like you'll probably realistically be able to like, okay, I have some crafting I want to do at this weekend. So for like my Monday night play session, the 2 hours I get off, or to myself, yada yada, I'm just gonna like spam ritual and pick up like 7 fucking
Yeah.
damn, what a flop. I
Six,
forgot I
seven.
forgot I forgot what it's called. Oh, dextral something. The one that only rerolls like suffix modifiers or whatever. Like all of those ones that make your targeted crafts like a lot more consistent and whatnot. I'm assuming those are going to be like pretty reasonably common. Like once you've put all your points into ritual and you're like actually specializing in it.
Yeah. That would be very preferable. Any tribute not spent on rewards can now be sacrificed to gain an audience with the king. That's also like a really like a thing that I really used to hate about ritual, that is now like going to like all of your tribute, no matter what, is worth something, even if you don't spend all of it. So I really like that. King killing the king in the mist now drops a new key, Head of the King. This key can be used in Seratar to activate to begin Rite of the Nameless. Rite of the Nameless is a new Atlas mechanic, which you choose a series of 5 maps to complete a single continuous ritual. Monsters from each ritual, including the map boss, will reappear in each map sequence, making for a challenging encounter. The unique bosses from each map will only appear in the final ritual of each map. So this is the thing that got me like really really excited for ritual too. Like and I know that there's apparently like it's already been said. I don't know where it was said originally, but all the content creators said that there's actually like a point, I believe, on the ritual tree that you can get that adds an additional boss to this. So it's not just 5 bosses in the final battle or the final map of Rite of the Nameless. You can actually make it so that there's 6.
Maybe
Um,
sometimes 7.
no, it's 6. Um, so I thought of like the most crazy, diabolical, and there's going to have to be a clip of this somewhere where someone's going the damn zookeeper build and they have 5 unique bosses tamed, and then they roll up to the 6 unique boss battle, and there are 9 bosses where you and 3 other bosses are beating on like these 6 other bosses, and like at a certain point you're genuinely not going to be able to know what the fuck is happening on the screen. Like, unless that arena is quite large, the entire screen is just going to be 9 fat chungai just punching the shit out of each other. So, I mean, someone's got to do that, or else I'm gonna have to, because like that's going to be very very funny to see. Um, but while choosing maps for Rite of the Nameless, each map after the first will contain extra modifiers which affect the difficulty and rewards of the rituals during the rite. Each map in the Rite of the Nameless awards 1 element of the key used to access the ritual pinnacle boss. Added a new boss, the Queen of the Mists, available after allocating a specific node in the Atlas tree. This boss can drop 3 new corrupted idols. So that's pretty interesting too. How they're adding like the corrupted idols. It's going to be interesting because there's just normal idols in the game, right? But these ones will be like corrupted.
Yes, there are.
So that will be very interesting. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, if they don't actually add like a good chance to find really good omens or really good uniques, or like make the possibility of like the possible things that corrupted idols can have really valuable, then I mean it's just straight up going to be completely outshined by Breach with all the new ring bases that are exclusive to it, and the modifiers that you can get that are exclusive to it, and like the ability to even make this shit with the Genesis tree, and then like voices and the instilling of the gems and the double instilled jewelry and the instilled other not necklace
Oh
things.
yeah, I'm excited for the next section.
Like, yeah. Um,
Oh
you
yeah.
could have only gotten that idea
Oh
from Benjamin Netanyahu.
yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna say it. I'm actually
Python
liking
rituals
Vault
are
Temple.
actually prevented from ever showing deferred items. Okay, yeah. Oh, wait. So if you defer items, you just block it permanently?
Only for like Freythorn, like the Act 1 zone thingy.
Oh,
I'm assuming that there was some exploit or something that they're basically saying no to. I don't know. But it's
oh,
just for the Act 1 thing.
I see. Okay, sure. Um, Fate of the Vol moving to core. Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh my god, so much yapping. Didn't we already like read some of this in like the Fate of the Vol thing?
Nah.
Added to the core game, there's an Atlas Passage tree. A series temple cannot be found in the Atlas Northeast. There are new temple precursor tablets that will guarantee. All the things that come with something going core.
Yeah.
No longer possible to prevent a room from being deleted from the temple. Okay, that's probably good. Pretty much every good Fate of the Vault or Vault Temple strategy was based off of how can I prevent the most things from being deleted so that my temple is only being built up and never being like, taking a step back. The number of rooms in the temple when first starting has been increased, allowing to get to Exile more quickly. Okay, I like that. I mean, I always felt like it was really, really slow. I never even fought her. So, I mean, I'll definitely do it if like, the changes are actually like good and it just feels good to do.
I mean, this might be like the second or third thing I focus on, to be honest. I'm
Um,
actually really enjoying it on my Druid
right.
without the new shiny Atlas tree for it.
See, I liked this. We knew about this. Rooms can now be upgraded to tier 4 after unlocking this ability on the Temple Atlas tree. That was the one that they showed. So you can have a max of tier 4. I wonder how juicy those tier 4 rooms are going to be. This allows more specialization into particular rooms and encourages more interesting temple layouts. Reward rooms granted from the console after defeating the architect have been significantly improved with more varieties to unlock in addition to upgrading the rewards of all the existing ones. Restricted rooms in Aziri's temple that are accessible will always destabilize. Just
Mm-hmm.
kill me, man. Will always destabilize upon exiting the temple. Aziri's
Yeah.
temple medallions will have their drop rate scaled with a number of paths in the temple in addition to other rooms. Room-based medallions can no longer be used inside of an active temple. Room-based medallions now display upgrade information when hovered.
Womp
Well, that's
womp.
good. I didn't even know what the hell medallions did. Um, meda- Medallions now output descriptive error messages when they cannot be placed. That's good. The default maximum number of energized crystals you can
What?
store has been increased to 60, and the maximum number of medallions has
What?
been increased to 6. Medallions that increase the number of stored energized crystals or medallions are no longer necessary.
That's so good.
Yeah,
I mean,
whatever
less
the
of a feeling of
hell that
progression
means.
now, but the you had a when we started in 0.4, every 6 Vol beacons you have to go do at Zeri's Temple or you're wasting it. They added
Oh,
medallions
okay,
that
I see.
increase it by 6 every time you find a medallion up to a cap of 60. They're basically just saying, "We took those medallions out, you're at 60 by default."
Like you can
So
do
we can do
60
60
maps
Val
and then build
beacons.
a
Yeah, you can
mega
do
temple.
60 maps, not build a
Interesting.
mega temple. You can do 10 runs. But I mean,
Yeah, that's what
basically
I mean. But
you
like
know,
eventually
the
after
same
the
thing.
10 runs you'll have a pretty sizable temple. See,
Yes.
that is honestly probably
That
the
was the
change
number one
that
feel bad.
yeah,
That's
that
I
is what will
started
get me to
finding
play more than anything else cuz I'll probably like I want to blast maps until I get to like somewhere around 60 and then do a bunch of Vol temples. Have a Vol temple sesh and then just do that on repeat. I do not like the like super blast 6 maps and then like okay, now I got to like build my temple a little bit. Okay, now I go in here and run around. Okay, now blast 6 maps and then now I got to build my
yeah.
temple again. Like things like that was
For
annoying.
me, it was insane how much more I started to enjoy temples the second that my storage increased
Yeah.
and I was able to do like 2 back to back. I was like, okay, I'm kind of cooking here. Once again, got to do the meme. Honey, it's Vol Temple Day. He could have only gotten this idea from Benjamin Netanyahu.
Oh god. Monster level, the temple now factors into the level of areas where the crystals used to open it were obtained. Um, Corruption chamber, temple bone. I mean, that's a pretty big change. I realize it's a big change, but it's just
I
like cool.
Yeah, I
Um,
guess it's so you can't spam like level 1 waystones to just
yeah.
get in really quickly.
Oh, because I literally whenever I was thinking like that I was going to play a bunch of 0.4 before I like kind of burnt out of it really quick. I was like, well, if I'm gonna play this league and the Vault Temple is completely broken, and I want to be any bit competitive at all whatsoever in this league, I guess I'm gonna have to do it. So I literally went into low level maps and did like did literally 3 Vault Temple runs worth of just jerking off in low maps. Um, I can't remember the area I went to, but it like spawned in the same general area in this one Act One zone every time, and it was like a small zone. So I did that like 12 times and I ran Vel Temple. Well, I did it like 18 times and I ran Vel Temple like 3 times in a row. Um, I mean, obviously I took
Yeah.
the break in between every time, but because I didn't have the storage. But, you know, portals created in the Temple of Adziri now create a corresponding portal to the parent Vol ruins for ease of access. Vol beacons now show a grayed out icon on the minimap when completed. Nice. Biggest change of the patch. There are now 4 types of infusers. Existing Vol Temple infusers are now Vol Armor's infusers, which can be applied to armor. Blacksmith infusers can be applied to martial weapons, while Arcanist infusers will be infusers can be applied to wands, staves, and scepters. Catalyzing infusers can be applied to jewelry. All infusers can only be used on items that are at or above 20% quality. Fate of the Vol currency items will now have a maximum stack size of 5,000 when stored in wildcard slots in the currency stash tab. Wow. Some of the possible outcomes from applying to Vol cultivation orbs to unique items have been updated. The series roll unique staff can roll a. Yeah, okay. There's some changes to uniques, guys.
Yeah, pretty much all nerfs.
Thank God.
The very unique.
Vertex unique helmet can no longer roll +2 to 4 of all skill gems. It's now being able to roll +3 to 5 of all curse skill gems. Good. Abyss. I expect. Yeah, it's pretty small. Abyss.
It is really small, to be honest, but they didn't really have to do anything to it.
I mean, Abyss is goated, you know. There are now large abyss cracks in the Atlas. Completing the Atlas abysses will close them and give you an Atlas depths with a boss fight.
Whoa! There is one really good line.
Yeah, is it this one? No. Oh, okay. The Abyss Atlas tree has been revamped with many new nodes and changes to existing nodes. Coolmax invitation is now always allocated to the map owner. Abyss omens no longer drop in areas below level 65. I think that's like decently significant. Like if you can still encounter an abyss in like a campaign area. It's just not guaranteed, right?
Yeah.
So like you can't get lucky and get abyss omens pretty much before like mid-tier maps. Modifiers to the number of chests found now apply to chests found in the abyss. Ooh.
Yeah, that's the good one.
These also apply to the chance to find an abyssal depth. Oh, daddy like. So the chance to find an abyssal depth does not decrease with more chests in the area. Oh. Adjusted the damage of meteoric demise abyss monster modifier. Lithomantic runes from the Lithomantic rune abyss monster modifier are now active for a longer delay. Sure. Expedition League temporarily disabled on standard leagues due to integration with Runes of Alder. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Nobody plays standard though. A Recombinator has been disabled. Good, deleted from the game. The Forgotten by Time Expedition Precursor Tablet has been temporarily disabled from dropping. Expedition explosives now wait to explode until most of the monsters on Earth by the previous explosive have been killed. Oh. You can now like that's just like we made the mechanics slower.
Just kill them, bro.
Easier significantly. Yeah, so honestly,
holy shit. I don't know how this didn't release with the game, but
to purchase items from your expedition vendors. Sure. What did it need to be in your inventory or something?
Yeah, it needed to be in your inventory.
That's very weird because nothing else interacts like that. Yes. Okay. Other endgame changes. All right, here we go. Here's the meat and the taters. Introduction to the new endgame storyline. Atlas has been obviously, man. Added support for searching the endgame Atlas map. Thank God. And it looks really good too. Everything just gets like grayed out like I used to in League of Legends. You can now zoom out slightly further on the Atlas screen. I wish you could zoom out further when on your actual character doing a map. I think that'd be fun. There are now 2 versions of each pinnacle boss. The good guy and the evil guy. The quest version is the infinite farm version. Wow. Such as primary, secondary, and tertiary calamity fragments can no longer be obtained.
Of course. This guy hated to see popcorn reading coming.
I'm a perky pig. I'm a porky pig. Tablets of the same type might now be used together to increase the amount of the league content that is spawned. Oh, I'm cranking my hog. The specifics of this are different for each content type. In some cases,
See, I
adding
was
multiple
really
tablets
thinking like
will increase the size of a single encounter. Oh,
that's what I was really thinking like, is Triple Abyss like tablets even like is that good or is that shit?
like
Because
three
everyone was
abussies.
talking about it, but I was like, yeah, in 0.4, if you put 3 abyssal tablets in, you still only get the one abyssal.
Yeah.
You're or the one abyss by default. You're just buffing it a lot. So I was thinking in a world where each mechanic has 32 fucking Atlas points or whatever. Once I'm invested in Breach, Delirium, and Abyss, why would I want to run 3 Abyss tablets and not just one of each mechanic I'm interested in? And then just like lock it down to those 3. So yeah, I mean, I was really wondering if we were going to get a line like this. Now it makes, I would assume it'll be, yeah, if you have 3 Abyss tablets, your map will always have 3 Abyss cracks, at least.
Yeah. I wonder if
Yeah.
like because it says because it says in some cases adding multiple tablets increase the size of a single encounter. I wonder if you can basically if you do 3 abysses, it's basically an overrun by the abyssal map. That'd be very fun.
Well, no, it also says in the next line, while in other cases it'll increase the number of encounters spawned.
Yeah, so I mean it's just
I
about
would
like
assume it's
which one
accounting.
is done.
Yeah, I think it's accounting for different league types. Like I think if you put in multiple ritual tabs, you wouldn't want to have to do like 12
12
ritual
rituals,
shrines.
true.
It'll probably just make them longer,
Yeah, more
but
monsters will
still
spawn.
4.
You have
Yeah.
a bigger area. Well, also
Yeah.
delirium mirror. They're not going to be 3 different mirrors.
Yeah, it'll probably just be would it be more delirious or would it be more monsters in the I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't
we'll
know.
have to see.
Each empty tablet slot now contributes to the amount of random non-tablet spawned league
For the
content in the
pores.
area. This means that if all tablets spots are full, you will only see the league content from the tablets you're using. The intent of this change is to make sure that you do not need to complete the atlas trees or leagues you do not intend to run.
Mhm.
Waystones must now be identified in order to activate them in the map device. Nice. Wait,
Who was not doing
was
it?
that not the case? I could swear that was
I don't
already
know.
the case, but I guess maybe I've just never put in an unidentified one. Because why would I do that? It would have literally 0 modifiers. Okay. You can now use orbs of chance on tablets.
Wait.
Neat. Some fragments and content now require you to specialize in them through the Alice passive tree, including exceptional items, fracturing orbs, basic and overseer precursor tablets. Tablets can no longer be used on maps that have extra content, such as unique maps. That cannot have extra content. League-specific tablets are no longer dropped from non-map areas, such as Simulacrum, Abyssal Depths, or Twisted Domain. Lowering the base chances for Abyss as Mirror Spirits, Shrines, Strongboxes, Summoning Circles, and Rogue Exiles appearing in maps somewhat due to much larger increase now available on the Atlas tree. Okay. Atlas passives that reference maps with powerful map bosses now work with Overseer Precursor tablets and other sources of map bosses. Adjusted the values of the
Nice.
general precursor tablet modifiers to be similar to the same type of bonuses granted by the Waystone modifiers. Also reduced the roll variance of these modifiers. The following modifiers can no longer roll Waystones: Barons, Beastly, Bramble, Dorianis, Ever Innervating, Faradoons, Hollowed, Nemesis. Yeah, sure, man. Other map modifiers, the suffix or prefix have been adjusted so that are generated prefix for the following suffix modifier. The following prefix modifier. The overpowering Waystone modifier no longer causes monsters to have increased freeze buildup, shock chains. Okay.
I'm sorry. Why am I not seeing that
No, it causes monsters
the
to have increased.
modifier that casts temporal chains is removed?
Yeah, they need to do
Why
that.
aren't I seeing that?
They definitely need that. Waystone modifier bonuses have been updated. They now provide more monster effectiveness, pack size, item rarity, monster rarity, or Waystone drop chance. Depending on the modifier, these modifiers are multiplicative with other sources such as those found on the Atlas passive tree. Nice! Modifiers of pack size now also provide a chance for additional rare monster to appear in rare monster packs. See, I like that. That's pretty nice. Monster rarity is a new stat available that affects the chances of magic and rare monsters. Okay, that's cool. A chance for additional modifiers on rare monsters. Map modifiers that include sources of increased number of rare monsters or increased number of magic monsters have been updated to only display the number header of the map. Half the bonuses to quantity of item dropped and experience gain provided by increased monster effectiveness, such as from Aziri's Temple. Functionality of Omen of Chaotic Rarity, Omen of Chaotic Quantity, and Omen of Chaotic Monsters have been inverted. Instead of guaranteeing new modifiers of their type, they instead prevent modifiers from being their type. Add a new Omen of Chaotic. Up to 3 above omens may be used simultaneously. Half the damage as extra buffs granted from the following shrines. No! Freezing Shrine, Grim Shrine, Meteoric Shrine, and Tempest Shrine. But I liked being broken with shrines. Waystones have received a new 2D art.
Wow! That's awesome.
Thanks, the best change.
Gotta keep them artists on the payroll.
Completion of fixed locations in the Atlas now are shared with party members. Yippee! With the addition of more varied content to the Abyss. Inclusion of more varied content on the Abyss map, size of content indicators have increased by 50%. Oh yeah, Daddy like this. Some areas throughout the game have been shortened. Removed the second Dreadnought area. Area order in Act 3 has been somewhat rearranged in order to make progression smoother.
Whoa.
The waterways levers have been turned into pressure pads that you simply need to walk over.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Daddy liked that. Daddy liked that a lot. I mean, still cheeks, but at least you don't have to do the lever animation every time. Monster density in the second half of the campaign has been reduced, especially in the interludes, to allow getting through these areas more quickly.
Skill issue.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really think they had to decrease the monster density, but yeah, all the other changes are extremely W. This one's like, okay. I mean, I don't really think I'm going to feel any like different, but no.
I don't really like the first change in player changes, but oh well.
No. Bleed monsters on players no longer increase while the player is moving. Changes not affect bleed players apply to monsters. Okay. Your maximum runic ward is now added to your starting honor when beginning a trial of Sekimas. Oh, thank God! Give me all the runic ward.
Still not running that.
Stacking. But that means at least because, like, what did it say? Like, first 3 acts of the campaign, your runic ward with no downside. So you do at least one trial of suck my ass at that point.
Until item level 55.
Okay.
There are no downsides.
So, yeah, you do the trial of suck my ass and it feels a little better. Defenses keyword no longer used. Especially for the armor and energy shield. Okay. Just a clarity thing. Only a single leech. I'm going to try talking a little less and do skimming and talk whenever something's juicy. Because, like, my throat's starting to hurt.
You can also use popcorn.
How about popcorn your balls to your face?
Okay.
You know what I mean? Only a single leech instance can apply at a time. Interesting.
Yeah. More encouraging of like big hits, like singular big hits than a lot of small hits.
Yeah. There's now a limit on the maximum amount of damage you can hit to be considered to deal for leech. Does this just... I don't understand. It's just so that if you're one-shotting something, you don't like instantly gain your entire health bar?
Yes. So it's so that you can't basically be effectively immortal. So this is one of the changes that there's currently a build that like on PoE Ninja, which is basically like the u.gg of PoE, like 55% of the builds in the game are cast on comet or cast on crit comet, which is this like setup of things that basically rains down an infinity number of comets
Yeah.
all over the screen because you basically get like near 100% crit chance, and so it just it just happens all the time, and it's like it's recursive. The comets themselves can crit and then build towards the proc of like the next comet and yada yada. And one of the reasons that that build can even exist, because when you cast something from either cast on crit or cast on elemental ailment or any of these like sort of meta, they're classified as meta trigger gems, you still expend the mana cost. So you would basically um if you weren't able to sustain the thing. So what people were doing is they were combining uh skill cost efficiency, going blood mage, which gets blood magic. It's one of the witch ascendancies that gets blood magic as like a default feature. Like just for taking the ascendancy, you get the blood magic. I don't know what they're called. They're not notables. Unique, I guess, from the player passive tree. That's like usually it's on like the warrior side of the tree. Blood Mage just gets it for free, just for being a Blood Mage. So people were running that, and because of Leech not having a cap before this patch, they're effectively recovering like 300,000 health a second or something like genuinely insane, which
Yeah.
means the build is infinitely sustaining because you're using your health to cast and you're never running out of health. And anything that doesn't instantly one shot you, like you can't bleed, you can't burn, you can't be poisoned to death because you have such insane regeneration.
I see.
But now they're putting a cap on it. They're basically just making Leech worse.
Thank God. Only for chance that effect has been adjusted. Nice. Nice, man. If you like formulas, read that, I guess. Um, Parry, shield block, and resonating shield no longer delay heavy stun buildup. Um, Melee attacks can now only apply splash damage once per damaging area. Some attacks create multiple damaging areas during use. For example, Whirling Assault creates multiple damaging areas around you as you move. When minions are removed due to resource changes such as weapon swapping, younger, newer minions are now prioritized for removal over older minions to avoid wasting minion cooldown abilities unnecessarily. Ah. Minions affected by the last gasp support or tech rods. Sword tone was affected by the Hardwood Oracle. Skill can no longer die during the effect from taking further damage exceeding their maximum life. Stats word it is when you collect a remnant no longer give you the benefits of these stats when an ally shares the effects of the remnant with you.
Co-op nerfs? What the fuck?
Update. Clap him. Eat him. Eat, yeah. Uh, um. Yeah.
You good, man?
No. Archon buffs are no longer here. Buff attack. Now a property of elemental Archon specifically. Neat. New content and features.
Wow.
Introduce new martial artist ascendancy class for the monk. Introduce new
Wow.
spearwalker ascendancy for class for the huntress. Whole bunch of lineage supports. Very nice. They didn't
Can't
mention
wait to see what they
new
do.
lineage supports. That's very cool. I like lineage supports. I see. I like that they're adding new ones because for 0.3, well, okay, maybe that's kind of a lie, but they're kind of niche. I was gonna say there wasn't really
I
any
mean,
for
there
my
was like a
build.
couple. Yeah, there was a couple that were, no, there was definitely one for your build. You just didn't use it.
Eh,
Brachiotis Flow is
eh,
usable on any elemental attack.
mid.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I mean there were some for basically every build in the game for the most part, but more is like cool. Like I'm using Baitar's Vengeance on Wolf, which was added in 0.3. Well, yeah, they all were, but you gain 1% extra damage as cold for every rage you have. So I have like 58 rage. That's 50%, 58% extra as cold, which is 28% more than Ice Bite 2, which was like previously the highest extra cold you could get from a support gem. So like it's pretty damn good
Yeah.
and whatnot. More lineage supports.
Whole bunch of unique items.
Mage Blood,
There's Mage
Loreweave.
Blood. You know about
These are
that.
some really big names. Loreweave is also really big in PoE one.
Loreweave mid. Nobody cares about that.
True, 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 true. The Raven's Flock.
Whoa. The
Whoa.
righteous fire. Um, yeah. Face breakers.
I'm really
Uh.
excited for Face Breakers.
I can't remember what was the one of the new the new boom
The new boom.
voices. I was thinking
Voices.
about the new grenade launcher, but I don't remember what it
Oh,
was called exactly. Well,
I think it's Decree of Loyalty. I believe. I believe.
oh, okay. Added 8 new idols that come exclusively from monsters possessed by Asmiri spirits. Well,
Wow.
I
Who
mean,
cares?
they're doing a lot of shit with Asmiri spirits, like allowing them to go into strong boxes. There's like a lot of new
Yeah.
cool effects for them that allow them to either go straight to the map boss or like bounce
Wow.
between every single rare, which is pretty cool.
Fragment
They're
stash
adding
time.
them to like they're adding like caged Asmiri spirits to the expedition, and now they're adding like new idols. I just hope that they generally buff the chance that they actually have to drop the shit that you want
Yeah,
from
I
them.
feel like you get an idol maybe once in every like fucking 40 wisps you do.
I
And
mean,
then and then the idol you get is like a 2 exalt idol and not like one of the ones that's for divines.
I genuinely think it might even be worse because I played 0.3 for like, it had to have been like
In
probably
like the
almost
mid
300
90s.
hours.
Yeah, like
Um,
the mid 90s in level.
like a ridiculous amount. And I maybe got 3 idols the whole league. I was lightning arrow Deadeye, zooming across the map, I, flying, killing everything, astro blasting for like 300 hours, and I found 3 idols the entire time I played. Actually, genuinely ridiculous. Like I could go check my like that character's stash right now, but I don't want to like go too out of the way to do it. But like I would prove it right here that I played for that long and barely acquired any idols. Like it might be less than 3. Like I don't know. But I do know that the ones that I did get were not any of the actual good ones, which are actually significantly rarer, like the one that puts movement speed on your boots. What is it, like the cat?
Yeah,
Um
that's cat. I forget the animal, but there's the 8% attack speed on gloves, which was like a multi-divine idol.
I want to say
Because
tiger,
like
but I think that I'm just thinking of like
who-
Udyr from League of Legends.
no, there was a tiger, but it wasn't that. Tiger amplified bleed magnitude.
Okay, that makes sense. No, that should be sharp.
But wow.
Um Add the new
Melee
Minion Splash
splash.
and Minion Splash 2 strength support gems. It's pretty cool. These support skills which
Melee
create
minion.
minions which strike, causing those minion strikes to have melee splash. I wonder if they're going to be like big brutes with like a big fist.
No, no, it's not creating new minions. It's letting melee minions have melee splash.
Oh, support gems. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's that feature didn't exist before. Before this patch, if you were a minion build, you went a minion with projectiles because for some reason you can buff minion projectiles, but you can't buff minion melee capability, at least not in like a specific way until now. So
Hmm.
now basically your minions can do splash damage, like AoE damage with their melee.
That is something that I disliked about playing because I did play a minion character to 50 just to see if I would like it. Like I played it for up until like the middle of Act 4 or wherever the hell level 50 gets you. Um, Back in 0.3, and I gotta be honest, like I just thought that it really felt like I didn't have the AoE that I wanted. Because here's the thing: if I'm going to play a minion build, I want the minions to be the build. And my main source of AoE and wave clear was me using abilities like the big spikes that like you shoot out. And like that
Yeah.
was not as satisfying. It was like, what do I even got the minions for, man? And then like I also have to like tell them to attack. Like I gotta tell the archers to rain the poison
Oh
arrow. Like,
God, how dare you
bro,
have
what are we
minions or
even
buttons to
doing? Yeah,
press?
honest. Well,
No,
minions is like, bro.
I like minion commands, but I guess that they shouldn't be like mandatory. But I mean, all of the good minion builds that I know of still have like buttons to press.
Bleh.
Yeah, I know. It's tough.
Mm-hmm. It is. Fragment stats tab is now available for use in PoE 2. If you have it in PoE 1, you can have it. Add support for build guides, community creators. Yep, that's the install a .build file.
Yeah.
Added the ability to quickly search the trade market with an item you have. Okay, market price checker, so you don't have to download a specific app for that. You just like, what is it, like Control Alt click it while you have the trade window open or some shit, and it'll just put it in there with all of its attributes, and you can like take away or add modifiers to see like, because the reality of somebody's probably not gonna have the exact same thing as you, but you can like tweak the modifiers to see like the next closest thing and what your item's actually worth. You can now skip dialogue sequences with NPCs by pressing escape. Good. I don't even like the game. Actually, I want to play
Huge
as
for the
little of it as
mentally ill.
possible. Exactly.
Huge for lore skippers.
In party play, you can now quickly revive a fallen ally member after defeating the boss. Thank God. See, I died in our hardcore duo the other day, and I would just really like for you to revive me.
Yeah, true.
Added a reforging bench to the entrance to the Trial of Sekimas. No.
Huge for those people, I guess.
For the 3 players who use the reforging bench. Continued to incrementally improve the sound, art, effects, and environments. Yeah, I'll be the judge of that. Ascendancy changes. We like chalupas. This mage is bloody. Tracer.
Yeah.
Into the breach skill granted by Walking Dream, notable passive skill now grants leech 20% of your maximum life to you when collecting a red flame of chalupa. Okay, so they just buffed it. Wording of the
Chalupa
intro
Supreme.
updated. Into the breach now applies modifiers to the remnant pickup range. So okay, so this is interesting because a lot of people had thought that maybe there was like, because John kind of like teased the idea a little bit in an interview they did, that there could be like a secret ascendancy coming to one of the classes, and it had to do with breach. And a lot of people thought that the chalupa was going to get a chalupa supreme, similar to the abyssal lich. Oh, and that'd be really cool. They could do that with other things like ritualist or ritualist, something like that. I doubt they would do that because lich is already a sorcerer, so you wouldn't want to like, wait, it's already a witch. So I don't think they would want to put like 2 secret ascendancies both on witch ascendancies, but
Ritualist isn't for witch, it's for huntress.
huh.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
Nobody's ever gone ritualist huntress.
I mean, I gotta agree. Like, I mean, it's yeah. You're
It's
right.
gotta be next on their block.
That'd be very low popularity in general. I would assume.
Unless they are planning on doing it, but they just decided to like.
Oh yeah, no, they didn't put Abyssal Lich in the patch notes. It's supposed to be a secret for a reason.
No.
They didn't put the secret in the patch notes. Like, hey guys, here's a secret.
Yeah. No. The Blood Mage, the Vitality Siphon, notable passive skill now grants 20% spell damage, leached as life, previously 10%. Yeah, Blood Mage needed a buff. Everybody knows that.
Well, they're well, they're buffing Leech because they're putting a cap on it, so that it's like a little bit more useful. before you hit those like massive like game thresholds.
No.
Okay.
Chronomancer, honestly, I'm not even gonna go through this. We watched the video. We all saw it. Gemini Legionnaire. Uh-huh. Yeah, this got removed. Uh-huh. This got added. Uh-huh. This is this now. Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah.
Just watch the video, man.
Yeah.
The Pathfinder, the overwhelming toxicity, notable passive skill now grants 50% less poison duration, previously 35%. Running assault, notable passive skill now grants 30% less movement speed penalty using skills while moving.
Ooh, nerfed. Good shit on Flub Gun.
Real. Wait. What? No, I didn't make a
What?
Pathfinder. I made a other one.
Did
Right?
I?
Yeah, Deadeye. That's for the real.
Yeah.
That's where it's really at. Passive tree changes. 19 new companion theme passive skill. 9 new life recoup speed. New Archon of Undeath cluster to the Witch Sorceress area of the passive tree. Archive Bond Keystone passive skill. Now causes placing totems that have no cost and not require consuming charges to place. It still causes totems to reserve 75 spirit each and now doubles the totem limit instead of removing it completely.
Okay, so they're trying to make totem a little bit more playable for those who have that autism.
Not me though.
Not me though. I'm not playing fucking totems.
Yeah. I want to actually do things when I'm playing the game. That's why I need Righteous Fire added.
Interesting.
Yeah, I just like a lot of buttons, like the Righteous Fire button, and the Fire Trap button. The Trusted Kinship Keystone passive skill now grants 30% more reservation efficiency of companion skills and 20% less reservation efficiency of non-companion skills. No longer provides you have 30% less defenses, and companions have +1 to each defense for every 2 defense that you have. Volpack Keystone now grants 50% more life leech. 6-7. The Reformed Barrier Cluster has been removed. Boarding Fetish Cluster has moved locations. Storm Charge, Breaking Point. I mean, yeah.
Well, hold on, bro. I'm reading,
yeah,
bro.
I ain't reading all that, bro. Some things are getting buffed. Some things are getting nerfed.
Wow.
Builds will change.
What a good
whole lot of numbers. Oh, we're
yeah,
buffing
yeah. I
this
mean,
notable.
you come to this
We're
channel
nerfing
for
this
the
notable. I mean, let's be honest.
deep dive.
In like the 10 seconds of this stream that I watched, bro was genuinely like he was blasting the patch notes. He was blasting him at. He was like he was even enunciating less than I am. He was like, oh, that's cool, and then he'd actually read it, and he went, so like,
Yeah,
he's basically doing the same shit.
I get it. You're lazy.
Yeah, I am.
That's what it is.
Yeah. I'm looking for some crazy shit. It's gonna be hard to notice crazy shit. A lot of what I'm noticing is a lot of changes to life leech passes.
Yeah, a lot of them are not 20% of life leech instant. They're getting rid of a lot of life leech instant effects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Skills with a fixed number of projectiles such as Glacial Lance. Oh, that's pretty lame. I didn't realize that there were those in the game. That cost projectile count modifiers to apply something else instead, such as Ricochet 3 support. Skills with head cost of 0 mana now display this cost. Okay, that's nice. Crossbow ammunition skills now have a base cost of 0 rather than having their cost completely disabled. Okay. Ignites inflicted on targets by oil ground that has been ignited can no longer compound and cannot be compounded with other ignites from the same skill use. Does that delete the Wyvern one tap bosses with holding the oil skill? I'm not exactly sure, but that kind of sounds like what it's
probably.
doing. All command skills now have a 50% movement speed penalty during their use. Previously 70%. Okay, I was gonna say oof, but then that
Thank
seems way
God.
better. Align Fate, granted by the Oracle's Fateful Vision, notable passive now has modifiers for cooldown and recovery rate also apply to visage appearance frequency. Bone Storm no longer has a sustained tag, has the sustained tag. I wonder if that'll like change some interactions. Bone Shatter quality now grants 0 to 20% increase
Lol.
attack speed, previous 0 to 30. Yeah.
Lol.
Yeah,
Warrior nerfs.
melee was fucking broken, everybody knows it. Um oh, Aftershock does a lot more damage on Earthquake. Uh uh-huh, uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for like some crazy ones.
Mm-hmm.
See if there's anything kooky.
Hey. Ice shards no longer have 25% more freeze buildup. Get fucked, ice shot. Fuck you, fuck gun. More fuck gun nerf.
That begin. It's true.
Oh no!
Lightning
Lunar
Arrow.
blessing.
Triggering moonbeams are no longer considered melee skills.
Fuck.
You were using
I
those. I saw your little beams going off.
yeah. I think that's a pretty decent nerf to that effect. Unfortunate.
Hmm.
Rip Wolf. They're still
Uh,
probably going to use it. It'll just change the support setup.
the interesting. So the lightning arrow. uh, I'm just reading this one specifically because I like know it pretty well. Multiple lightning beams are no longer be able to chain onto the same target. Maybe that was a thing. I thought that's kind of why you put down the thingies around it to have them chained to those. What is it? Lightning rod.
Lightning rod. Well,
Oh.
no, it's basically
Oh, when they
saying
chain away, they can't
one
come back.
proc. Yeah.
I see. I
This
see
is
now.
reducing lightning arrow damage on like big targets.
Yeah.
Less bossing power.
I see.
Get
Fine.
shit on. Get shit on.
Parry area of effect have been changed to more closely match its animation. Okay. Poison burst arrow. See, this I saw. This seems pretty significant. Poison duration is now 3 seconds at all gem levels. Previously 3 to 4.9, so it's losing 2 seconds at the high end. Quality now grants 0 to 10% more magnitude of poison. So
Maybe I'm just not tapped into the meta, but who the fuck was playing that anyway? Why is that nerfed?
I don't even know. Or
I
wait,
don't know.
does it? Okay, well, actually, it could kind of be a buff. Well, no, I was assuming it's nerf because it increased the amount of seconds as you leveled it up. So unless they were super stupid and
Yeah,
they made it nerf itself, I'm gonna say, does it deal
no.
like all the same amount of damage but just over 3 seconds instead of 4.9?
No, I think poison and other some such effects like deal more damage the longer duration they are, type of
This is
thing.
just straight up like it's not an amount of
Like
damage over three
I
seconds. It is
believe
damage per
no,
the
yeah.
second.
I believe it is something like don't quote me. I mean, this definitely isn't the like exact formula, but
I'm gonna quote
when
you
you
later.
ignite someone with a fire skill, with a fire spell, and you trigger ignite, it's like 40% of the ignition, sorry, 40% of the damage that caused the ignite per second for however many seconds. So if it's longer, it's more damage over that duration of like time.
I see.
Something like that. Yeah, anyway, rip poison arrow players, I guess.
Yeah. Spell totem can now be used while moving.
Nice.
Um,
Love that for those people.
wow. Summon beasts now deal 40% more damage at gem level 9, scaling up to 84% at gem level 20. Now immediately summons newly tamed beasts if you have no spirit. Oh, that sounds pretty quality of life, but this sounds fucking broken.
Whoa! Whoa! Holy shit, the bell.
Oh my god, you can have 3 bells now?
Yes. Because it can be ancestrally boosted.
GG.
Oh.
Broken.
Does slightly less damage, but you can have more.
Oh, that's kind of sad. Thrashing vines upgraded to description to clarify how frequently it spawns vines is not a functional change.
So sad.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Holy damn.
More.
Wing Blast. Shockwave now deals 25% more damage at all skill levels. Yeah, that was definitely like the
Oh, yeah.
most ugly do-nothing ability of all time. So I'm glad Wing Blast is getting a little
More
love.
changes.
We literally just used it for the dash back for the most part. Okay.
Whoa. Oh my god, by Beitar's Vengeance. I was just talking about that. They just ripped my dick off.
Yeah.
No. Okay, well, I mean, I wasn't gonna play Wolf this league, but it looks like Wolf
they
is
have
getting.
to. Wow.
Yeah, Wolf is getting major nerfs. So half the effect of Beitar's, and it lasts less time. Jesus. And then they changed the Moonbeam thing.
Yeah, it's over, bro.
Yeah.
Just
Rip
pack it
people's
up.
werewolf dreams.
Pack it up. Dahlia's Desire now grants plus 5% quality of supported skills, previously 10%. I mean, still probably good, but I was honestly like really excited to see what kind of effect this has on the new mercenary ascendancy.
Yeah.
The gemling.
100%.
I honestly think that this might be a preemptive buff because they're doing that, because that'll just be like, you need a Dahlia's Desire on every skill in the game when you're playing. No, this is like a lineage, right? So you
Yeah,
can only
this
have
is a
one.
lineage.
But
Yes.
you need Dahlia's Desire no matter what if you are a Gemling Legionnaire, which will still probably be the case, but it won't be completely and utterly broken.
I can't wait to do a Gemling Legionnaire with whatever the next melee weapon ends up being. I don't want to do crossbow Legionnaire. I want to do like a
Oh no.
like a melee.
They were talking about this today on the Path to Exile podcast with Pox.
Get shit on.
Infernal Legion. Talking about how broken it is, and because of all the new like minion and companion skills, if they don't do something, it's going to be even more broken.
Yeah.
I
Delete
never
that
did it.
shit.
It was basically like you just place Righteous Fire on a minion or on a companion.
Yeah.
Neat, I guess. I mean, I prefer to be the walking cataclysm, but I guess if my chicken nugget is a walking cataclysm, like that's cool too.
Hmm.
I just never played it. Also, people would kind of skirt around it. I know that there was a put Infernal Legion on your Roa, and then you run around, and then you're basically, because you're on the Roa, you're basically Righteous Fire. But like that's just like,
Yeah.
like
Whoa, that's really cool.
spicy chicken. Like, what am I even saying?
Rage 1, 2, and 3 can now support minion skills.
That is pretty neat.
So your minions can have rage.
Overextend. What was that? They're removing it from the game. Huh.
Ah, shit. I mean, 5. God,
I don't even
know anything about PoE2, man. Like, I mean, PoE2 overextend. Let's use the Google machine. Support. Vortex skills use your self-supported skills deal more damage with critical hits, but critical hitting an enemy with them will daze you for a short time. Yeah, okay, this was being used on like fucking everything.
Oh yeah,
because like who cares about getting dazed? It makes you take more stun build up. That doesn't matter. You're killing everything instantly. Yeah, so they just removed it because it was too good. There was already like 3 fucking things that buff crit
and while
in
you're
the
there,
support gems.
look up the shot conduction 2, because that also can no longer be obtained.
Oh shit!
I can't be contained personally.
It can't be contained.
Reading these notes, my boner is shooting up.
Shot conduction 2. Supports any skill that hits enemies, giving a chance to also shock nearby enemies when you shock an enemy. Always shocks enemies which are drenched.
Ah.
Shocking hits from supported skills have a 50% chance to also shock nearby enemies in a 2.5 meter radius. I'm not too sure. Okay, so shock conduction 1 still exists.
Yeah.
Shock conduction 2 only adds hits from supported skills always shock drenched targets.
Oh. Okay. So,
So I
like, who
don't know.
cares?
Maybe there was like a drench build that was problematic. I don't know. Never heard of it though.
This is pretty cool. They also talked about this on the podcast today, because they were like, I know bad timing. It's right before the patch notes, so we're just gonna talk about what we want to see in the patch notes. They're nerfing Uhtred's Augury and Omen to only give +2 to level of supported skills instead of 3. So just
Yeah.
another location in the game where they're removing plus level supported skills. Unique item changes. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm sure there's some changes
You're
here.
good, man.
I mean, there's just a lot.
Wait. The brass dome unique body armor now has 500 to 600% increased armor, previously 700 to 800. Existing versions of this unique can be made worse with a divine orb. Thanks.
Great. Hell yeah.
That's sick.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Holy,
I mean, honestly, who
the
cares?
tuber chabber or whatever the hell now has +2 to 3 level of all minion skills.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel like most of this is just like, okay, some are probably better, some are probably a little nerfed. I would like to assume that the really OP ones are nerfed. And honestly, there probably isn't a lot of nerfs, because there's
Item
way more
changes.
dog shit uniques than good uniques. Or than yeah.
Greater and perfect currencies have been made somewhat rarer, with transmutation and augmentation being made significantly rarer.
Why?
Divine orbs are now more common.
Ooh. W. Put a W in the chat, guys. We're in for Act 4.2.
Omen of corruption can no longer be obtained.
0.4.5. Everything's gonna cost 20 divine orbs. That's gonna be considered cheap.
Sheesh. Great. Oh, see, okay.
No more
The amount
corruption.
of armor and evasion has been buffed on items. 33% more at level 65, tapering down to 15% at level 80 plus. But still more overall than what was previously in the game. So armor and evasion buffs, people were talking about how shit armor and evasion are.
That's
compared
good.
to energy
Where's
shield.
the energy shield buffs?
Oh, don't worry, they're still there.
Energy shield
8%
get my
more.
items at 8% more. Oh,
But unchanged at level 80. So energy shield is just as good as it was in 0.4 late game.
Oh, here's the
But
energy
armor
shield
and
nerf.
evasion are bigger. Fuck yeah.
Vile robe
Delete that
armor base
shit.
type now has 171 base energy shield. Previously 184. Okay. Here's the base weapon range of some martial weapons base types.
Okay. That's pretty good.
1.3 previously 1.1. Huh.
Yeah, made them longer. So you can hit things from a little further away.
I mean, that's generally that's honestly really significant.
Oh god damn it.
Like in a world where it's 1.1, adding another 0.2 is actually really significant for melee.
Stop nerfing my druids. The implicit modifier for Rabid Fury and Magi Talismans now provides 7 to 10 maximum rage, previously 8 to 12. Bro!
Come on, man.
Nerfing Baitar's Vengeance, nerfing my rage, removing the melee functionality from my moonbeams. Holy shit, I'm getting triple tapped on the werewolf build.
You are cooked, little bro.
Holy fuck.
Alright. The plus to level of all melee, okay. Melee projectile, two-handed and one-handed. Now has a value of +5 at tier 1, previously tier 7. So across the board, pretty much. But the one-handeds are going to +4 instead of +5. The +2 level of projectile skills modifier on quivers now has a value of +1. The +2 level of all gems on attack weapons can now only roll above level 18. Wait, what?
Cool.
+2 all gems on attack weapons.
Can't get it on like a level 7 weapon.
Ah.
Is what it's saying.
No, remember
You
I
can't
literally
get
did
plus
that.
levels until later.
I literally did that on our characters that we recently made. I randomly got a weapon with like +1 or 2 levels, I think.
Holy shit! Perfect essence of battle. It's gonna be so much cheaper now.
Yeah.
Like I think it has to be, right? Like it only gives 3 when the
It said
cap
5.
is now 5. It's like, I mean,
Well, it only gave 5 when the cap was 7 before.
yeah.
So it's kind of the same power.
Holy shit! They're adding more life to body runes.
Yeah.
Life buff.
I'm honestly getting a little worried now. Like,
What?
you're buffing defenses. We're getting a second like health bar. We're increasing the amount of HP we get from runes, or like defensive stats we get from runes. We're like nerfing the power of like delirium, which is like how you make some of the most difficult enemies in the game. I mean, am I going to be sucking on the binky
Holy
this
shit.
patch, or like what's
Wait,
going on?
more resistances, more stats. Yo,
Yeah,
this is sick.
I
I
like
don't
it.
know what you're on about. What bro wants to get one shot more. I guess I don't know.
I like
Bro's
it, but
having a
I mean,
problem
like, you
over
know,
there.
I don't want to be like 100 hours into the league and realize, wait, I haven't even been like trying that hard, and I haven't died a single time. I've been kind of like sucking on the binky this whole time.
Definitely not gonna happen.
That's definitely gonna happen. Just watch. I'm going deathless this league.
Okay.
No, I think it's good that they're buffing the runes so that they stay relevant in with after the addition of 160 more.
Yeah.
Idols can now be
Oh.
socketed into scepters. Oh. Oh. Whoa, good lord, we are slaughtering damage.
Yeah, well, we're making it conditional, which
Yeah.
Johnny loves to do. Yeah, we'll give you 1 billion damage, but after you punch yourself in the balls. Which is pretty much the PoE2 design philosophy.
Now,
you have to be one-legged hopping on a Tuesday during a full moon, and you'll get 80% more crit damage.
These are specifically the highest end ones.
Yeah, like the special ones, the purple.
So I would assume runes. Like the early game ones, you can now you can still slap them in there.
Yeah, you just slap them in,
and then they'll yeah. Okay.
Those are the more advanced like end game ones.
Oh, these are all the different idle effects whenever you put them into scepters.
Oh shit! I'm reading.
Minions
wait, hold on, buddy. I'm reading.
I know. I'm just putting it at the top. There. Now the whole thing is idle.
Idle Vesta now grants 15% increased cost efficiency when socketed into a helmet, previously 12%. Cost efficiency buffs. Holy shit.
Increase mana rate while your companion is in your presence when socketed into a scepter.
Yeah. Idol of Grold now socketed into boots.
All these idols can be put into scepters. There's more minion nodes. There's more companion nodes. There's like other various. There's like new minion supports to add splash. Bro. This is going to be the patch of Ghazi's life.
Idol of Ralakesh now grants 40% increased armor evasion and energy shield while your companion is in your presence when socketed into a scepter. Okay, good.
I just know he was stroking his shit reading this.
Idol of Sirius now grants allies in your presence have 8% increased movement speed when socketed into a scepter. The bonded modifier now grants 20% reduced slow potency. Previously 15%.
Added
Idol
chaos
of
damage when
Thruldana
into a scepter.
Yeah, pretty decent. Maybe some poison builds there. Bear Idol, 10% increased effect, previously 8.
When into helmets.
Yep, just buffs for companion reservation. That's bonded, so you have to be a druid to specifically a shaman to benefit from that one. But I was seeing people were making shaman minion builds in 0.4 already, so shaman might be a considerable option for 0.5 because they have the node gain 40 spirit for each unused trinket slot. So you get 3 trinket slots and just leave them empty, and it just bolts 120 more spirit onto your build for more minions. And then there's also the Furious Wellspring, which gives you like regenerating rage. There's
Trinket
minion
slot.
nodes in the
Charm?
shaman part of the tree that give your minions buffs for your rage. What are we talking about?
Plus, there's that new unique that adds like a big wolf and then some baby wolves. See,
Yeah.
I was sad that like I hope that that is usable. Hope that it is even in the slightest viable as a wolf druid
Yeah.
because that is what I pictured whenever I thought about leading a wolf pack. The
Yeah,
reality
I
of what we
like
got
wolf.
was that the baby wolves were shitty, and that like the best wolf builds, all of them were just like, you're a really good wolf, but like, do you really care
Yeah,
about the
you're a
pack?
lone wolf. Yeah.
Yeah.
No pack needed. Owl
And I wanted to be
Idol,
like Giga Alpha with like 20 fucking wolves at like my max power.
cast speed, Ox Idol, block chance, elemental resistances. Rabbit Idol now has a limit of 1. It now grants 12% increased rarity of items found when socketed in body armors, previously 5%, and 15% increased spirit when socketed in scepters, previously 10%. The bonded modifier now grants 10% increased quantity of gold dropped by slain enemies when socketed in
Huh.
body armors, previously 5%. Wolf Idol. Yep, there it was. Grants increased Magnus, so it wasn't Tiger, it was Wolf. But, oh well. 15% magnitude of bleed. And allies in your presence have 20% increased crit damage bonus. Yeah. Atmahua's Soul Core of Retreat.
Very nice.
Instead, it grants ailment threshold. Oh my god, maximum rage on Ruby Jewels can now roll between 1 and 2. Okay, we're getting some rage back somewhere. Making Jewels even better. Nice, cool.
Being rage baited
Um,
by GGG.
uh,
You will get voices or you will be shit. Nice. Thanks, John.
yeah, we're
Thanks, John.
taking all your rage out of your other gearing options, but then we're putting them on Jewels. Also, voices in the game now. Oh, cool.
The meta
Oh
build is
man,
just to
awesome.
dart for every single thing you can have and just have like 7 voices. And then have
Uh,
10,000 jewels.
I'm pretty sure it has a limit to 1 on it.
If that's the case, then that's good. Because I
Yeah.
imagined a world where like voices at anything either 3 and 4 are like multi divines, and all the best builds, like all the late game mirror tier builds, will just be like, this is mirror tier because I have 7 voices. And I decided to forego every actual node that you'd think is the best for me because jewels are broken. And I've decided that I will have 30,000 of them. Like, oh, okay, wow. What really nice, good game design led to this. Super.
Call got buffed. Love that for Witch Hunter players.
That's true. That's true.
Your spirits.
Essence monster packs are now affected by monsters modifiers of pack size. I think that's always good. More monsters.
Yeah, more monster, more kill.
As mirror spirits that are released from monsters now retain their power and empower other spirits released from the monster. Cool.
Cool.
Okay. Reveal some flash charges when Viper
Skill issue.
Yeah, whatever that is.
Napwatsi.
Oh,
Viper.
but why?
Yeah.
What did you do to
Skill
deserve
issue.
more flash charges? Oh, you're just
Skill issue
dog shit
because
and
people are
bad.
bad. Yeah, because they're getting hit by the mechanic.
Mm.
And because people are begging for Viper carries in global chat.
Like, to be fair, we died multiple times to that, but like it just made it more fun to beat her.
Yeah, I didn't mind. I didn't mind dying to a boss at all. Like, dude, on the wolf, I obliterated her cheeks. I think we also encounter more difficulty than other people because co-op does not scale linearly. Like, it's way harder than double difficulty
Oh yeah.
on a two-player boss than if you were just alone. Like, it's confirmed it scales more aggressively than double.
I mean, that was in 0.3, and I had not had my build online yet. And
Like, bro,
for the first 3 acts as LA Deadeye, I'll tell you what, that was balls through glass. The moment we hit Act 4, it was like I was just deleting everything at that point.
yeah.
But like before
Dude,
that,
Jamin
genuinely
Raw.
like the worst, most dog shit.
Jamin Raw on our double druid took like,
Oh yeah.
bro, it took like 9 attempts or something. Like, he beat our shit. He
Bro
beat
had
the
me
brakes
seething.
off our ass. And then I re went through Jamin Raw on my monk and I killed him in like 10 seconds. Like, I had just ripped his cock right off.
You know what I
So,
think is probably a skill issue?
hmm,
I think I had the abilities to do it. I just didn't know it was a thing that exists. But like the oil barrage spit that like melts any boss on Wyvern.
yeah,
I think I had the pieces to be able to use it.
you
Or
just
maybe
weren't.
not because he's just one guy and he doesn't summon any minions. I don't think I could have called anything to gain the stacks to blast at him. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe not. I think it's possible that it was a skill issue, but also possible that maybe that was not a possible thing that I could have done. But all right. Um, quest changes. You can no longer enter Plunder's Point or Seniors in a Greater Mind Room in the Halls of Dead and interacting with Navili.
wow.
I gotta visit.
Thanks.
Yeah, super.
Super.
User interface
User
changes.
interface changes.
Accessibility settings to the size of pop-ups. Dedicated keybind to perform a dodge roll. Oh, wait, people were asking for this for a long time.
Yeah. Keybind will be unbound by default, but if you want to use it, you can. Yeah, okay. There you go.
So interesting. So that you
Big
don't have
W.
to
That was
do a
actually a
dodge to.
talking point
Oh wait,
for several patches.
you dedicated keybind to perform a dodge roll. So does
Yeah.
that mean you can sprint without dodging now, or does that mean that like
No.
it will
No.
bind your sprint and dodge onto a different
It's
key?
just, yeah. So there's space, which will always be sprint and dodge. I mean, yeah, dodge and then sprint unless you change it. They're adding a dodge with no and then sprint.
Mm.
Because people were talking about their fat giant hands holding down the spacebar too long, which triggers the start of the sprint animation, which then they take damage and they get knocked down and they die. So
Ah, I
this is
see.
a button that you never start sprinting.
I see. I see.
Yeah. So like just a
Still,
dodge.
still no just sprint without dodging, which was the other thing that
No.
people want, but I don't know if they'll ever do that.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
um, Added a show only available option on the hideout decorations list when using mouse and keyboard. Sure.
Nice.
For players using click to move,
Sure.
yeah, nerds. Improved visual clarity. What times for the
True.
performance on Act 1 to 3. I mean, I gotta be honest. Like, I'm not gonna. I don't complain when I play PoE 1 and I have to click to move,
Yeah.
but I vastly prefer WASD,
Yeah,
and it's
I've
one of the
never made
reasons.
anything that wasn't WASD in
Yeah,
PoE2. Yeah, I mean it's just, yeah.
it's just inarguably objectively better. And I don't see a reason why they would not add it to PoE 1, so I'm kind of in the waiting room for them to do that. Because I think if I had to go back and play now PoE 1, I would
It's,
actually kind of bitch and moan about it because we
yeah.
played PoE 2 with it. Like you can't just give people the choice and the quality of life in PoE 2 and then say, well, nah, in PoE 1 when it's such like it's such a not gameplay breaking or like game altering thing. It's just like personal preference. uh Okay. All right, sure. I was like, notification when an item in your merchant
Wow.
tab shop now displays a different message, and then it was like when a sold item in a different league. What other league, man? I guess if you're
The
playing like a
reroll button
hardcore
in
one.
the Ritual UI now pulses when you have free rerolls available.
Oh my god, I'm
Wow.
pulsing at the thought of it.
Wow.
Empowered minions from various modifiers or sources now update the text for minion displayed on the monster. Wow.
Hold on. Fuck all this UI shit. Am I reading microtransaction changes down there?
They're all free.
GGG, let me spend your money. Or wait,
Wait,
no,
huh?
let me give you money.
Do
GGG.
not listen to this guy. Get far away from him. He's gonna spend your money. Oh my god. The augment stash tab has been updated. Oh, this is what people were
Now it
talking.
has 5
5
sections.
sections. I'm pretty sure it had 1,
Yeah, it
and
had
now it
1. It
has
was just
5.
1.
Oh my god, they talked about that in the last week's Path to
Yeah,
Exile podcast. They were like, "I'm gonna be scrolling
yeah,
through 100 pages of
yeah, and a
socket evolve."
new a new player is going to be like, "Well, everyone says you should really get stash tabs if you like this game, and I'm loving it so far. So I think I'll pick up an augment stash tab.
Have
I
a
seem to be
fucking
getting a lot of runes," and then they open it and it has like 15
we just
pages
have a fucking
and
phone book of
and
runes.
and a scroll wheel.
It's pretty good. Well, here's the
You're like,
realistic thing.
"Holy."
Like, I think it's going to be like one section is going to be like probably like basic runes, like the kind of runes that we have now. Another section is going to be like the unique runes, like specifically a
Yeah,
page for
the
those
60
60
unique ones,
um,
yeah.
for those, and then another one's going to be like another one's going to be
Vol
the
cores and
corrupted,
idols.
the cores, and then one's going to be idols. I
Yeah.
I don't know what like the fifth one is going to be, or yeah, like whatever that one is. Maybe it's just
Equay.
like a second one for like normal runes, but yeah. Because even besides the 60 that they're adding
It
specifically for
might
the uniques,
be
they're still
I'm
adding
pretty
100 more.
sure I'm pretty sure lore-wise, right? All of the basic runes we're using now are Ezomite runes.
So you think there's
I'm
gonna be
pretty
like a
sure that
Kalgurin
there
runes?
will be a Kalgurin runes section if I had to guess on the 5th one, for the
Okay,
ones added by the new league mechanic.
I think that's gonna be good. Like yeah, that's kind of my prediction. I don't think because I don't think they would need 5 pages at least yet. Um, but like obviously the soul cores tab isn't going to be completely filled bottom to top with a million soul cores because
No,
there
it's a
aren't a
little
million soul
smaller,
cores.
but there
They just
might
want to like
be
separate them
it
for
might be
visual
future
clarity.
proofing as well.
Um, true. True. For whenever next update they add like another 200
Yeah,
runes,
like let's add 600 more runes.
and Try just genuinely has like a that's like a conniption right
Love
as
that.
his keyboard.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Um, can now set favorite trades on the currency exchange. Uh
Whoa! Whoa! Sorry, I'm reading ahead into the microtransaction changes.
huh.
I think you're gonna be very happy.
Can now pin a
Um,
tracking scroll to your social profile. You can now preview
wow.
microtransaction weapon skins. I'll see. I really wanted this
Yeah.
because like I don't know about you, but the last time I went to the microtransaction shop and I wanted to like see something, I clicked on like what should link you to a video, at least it does in PoE1, and the
Yeah.
video link is not working.
Yeah, they need some work on the microtransaction shop.
Yeah.
Like
Like
you kind of have to like Google, or I had to like look up.
oh, I have
Like
looked up
I
like
wanted
actual
to buy
specific
a
ones.
yeah I wanted to buy a character effect, and I had to like look it up on YouTube because it's just not in the game, which it should be.
Um
But
all right. Oh, for okay, for just a moment before we move on to the microtransaction, for actually a second I thought this was increase the maximum character limit. Um and then I saw like and then I saw like characters at the end here. I thought it was gonna be like of names to characters by 250. Like,
yeah,
what do we do? Like, I don't know. Like, what is that one Kled quote where he like lists General
all of
Admiral
his
Sergeant Kled or something like?
his military titles,
Yeah, so
Com- Commodore,
somebody with a
fucking
phone book of phone book sized name running around. All right. Enable the following existing armor set microtransaction for use in Path of Exile 2.
Yeah.
Oh.
So all of those sets, I don't know if I have them, but hey, they're working on it.
Is that
Poly on cloak
fire? I know I have
wings.
some fire stuff.
Wait,
Back attachment
Innocence wings.
microtransactions.
Where's the Phoenix wings, bro? Get bro's
Real.
iconic wings back. There's Innocence, Darkwood, Dreadspire, Corsair, Apollyon. What?
A
Sunrise
sunrise.
wings.
That could be it.
Is that what it's called? PoE1 Sunrise wings.
Could be, but I don't think so. I really thought they were Phoenix wings.
It's not.
Hmm.
I mean, they might just be called Phoenix wings. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, gargoyle wings are there. Heritage cloak. Cool.
Helmets.
Oh, I'm pretty sure everything listed in this patch notes is on sale. I'm looking on their website. They have a whole fuck ton of stuff on sale.
Hell yeah. All the remaining portrait frame microtransactions.
Huge.
Existing originators and awakeners, character effect microtransactions, enabled something fishy, trapped wisp, not the bees, chest extra. Oh, wait, are there okay, finisher effect. My wings are basically a finisher effect for me.
True. Very
I
true.
was really are there no hideouts?
Uh-huh.
I'm not seeing. It's really
It does
unfortunate.
not
I have a
seem
Gucci
so.
stonk hideout. That I just haven't gotten a hideout in PoE 2 because one, I don't think any of them are super crazy ultra good that aren't in a pack. And also I have one that I really like. In PoE 1 I'm just kind of waiting for it.
Yeah.
Tracking School of Headhunting has been updated to also track some new bosses. I
Hell
hope
yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Fixed a bug. All right, let's go down the list and
Yeah.
read every single bug fix. This is important.
And I mean,
Oh, holy goated. Kitty.
also fub wide, ang 11, login, excited kitty. First.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Let's get ban this guy, please. All right.
Finally.
Shut up.
Already logged in. Real.
Oh, patch hasn't come out yet.
Control F.
He's control Fing to look and see if Righteous Fire has been added yet. Okay, gang, those are the patch notes. This has been 2 hours of reading. Not my favorite pastime. I can't wait till the 29th whenever I get 2 hours of playing video games. That's going to be a lot of fun. So tune in to the streams on that day. It's going to be crazy. 0.5 is goated. All the new mechanic reworks are goated. Endgame rework, goated. Campaign changes, new support gems, new uniques, all the new effects that they have.
New everything.
Passive tree changes. Yeah, I'm sure there's some stuff in there probably, I think. Yeah, overall, a little bit of scrolling in this patch. You know what I'm actually really sad about though? When I think of patch notes, I think of everything. Right? Cuz what I was kind of excited to see was a tab on the patch notes that if I clicked it, it'd be a drop-down menu that showed all of the additional quality effects from the new Gemling Legionnaire thing.
No, you're gonna you'll discover that in the game.
What's unfortunate, yeah, I thought it'd be there so that people could plan, because all of them are gonna have very different, cool, unique effects.
Yeah.
They're not all gonna be just like the fireball, where it just makes more fireballs. So I was thinking people would really want to see that so they could pre-plan, because John said in the video, or Mark or whoever did the narration, I forget. I think it was John though. I'm pretty sure he said in the video that when you have the passive skill activated, like when you have the note, whenever you have it activated, that's when you will be able to hover over gems and see. So
Yeah.
somebody is going to have to like, rush it on the ascendancy and then look at every single gem, and then I assume it'll be on the wiki. I mean, I don't even know how long it's going to take them to put it on the wiki. Maybe there's some freaks out there it'll be on day one, but like, or maybe
Well,
GGG will like give the actual wiki the notes, like the super notes they can
yeah,
update it.
I was gonna say they do work with all of the community resources actively. So like for example, they're going to provide the updated atlas tree to like Path of Building and all of like the websites before the league actually
So they can
launches.
like work out their UI, so that
Yeah, so
the
people can
websites
like
aren't broken on day one.
yeah, and it'll also be like publicly available. So like players themselves, not just like the website owners, will have access. Like they are provided under the condition that they are made publicly available. So
Yeah,
everyone will be able to look at the stuffs. But
yeah,
for the gemling thing, I think that's gonna be like actually like we'll see as we go type shit.
yeah. I think the only thing that's about it, which is what that I was really like itching to see it, is because like I just feel like if I'm gonna go the kind of grenade launcher, blow up our screen and give us eye damage, um, map nuker, man, and then like I get there and I finally like get to the ascendancy and like can you get it in the first ascendancy? Is it like 2 points up the tree? I don't remember, but
No, it's 4 points.
so I would have to
It would
ascend
be
twice and then see
yeah.
what the additional quality effect is. And if I don't like it, I'd be like, fuck. I'd have to act. I would have to either one cry, or two, if I just didn't like it and I didn't want to go to the build anymore, I would have to like respec, which like I guess isn't like super hard from your second ascendancy. Like you're not like too deep, but it would just be like a little bit annoying.
No, I mean to change your ascendancy class, you would just have to either you can wait until you go for your third set of points, or you could just do another tier 2 ascendancy trial again.
Well, I think what
But
I
you
would
can
do is that
also
I would,
freely respec if you want to stay in the same ascendancy at least.
yeah, I was gonna say I think I would, in that case I would stay as the new ascendancy, because the thing that I really like about it and what makes me want to play a gemling is that increased quality effect, adding some like cool shit to spells. At that point, I would just like be respecking my normal tree out of like my original plan of being a grenade launcher, and like see what spell actually has an effect that I think is really cool enough to make like a build around, and then probably like pivot to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. 2 hours and 8 minutes. All right. I'll see you in the next video, gang. And I will probably do a Simply Divine podcast episode after the dev live stream and before the patch actually releases. So some point between the 23rd and the 29th. So all week next week is kind of open. Um to sit down and have a little chitty chat. I'm sure people are
No.
going to pick up on like crazy shit from the patch notes that like maybe we didn't, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of discussion in the community in the next few days. So, looking forward to that. All right, see you guys.